Welcome to the stream. I'm Katie. We're gonna play some Monkey Island. Tales of Monkey Island, Chapter 4. That's what we're up to. We've been playing these on about a week now. This will be our fourth stream, oddly enough, with this fourth chapter. How mysterious. I'm sure other viewers will be funneling in. And if not, that's okay. Y'all can catch it on VOD. But in the meantime, let's get this shit started.
While searching for a cure to the pirate-afflicting pox of LeChuck, the fates of Guybrush, Threepwood, and Morgan Le Fay are blown off course when they are swallowed by a lovelorn leviathan. Much to Morgan and Guybrush's surprise, an uneasy alliance to escape the beast blossoms into a genuine friendship between the pirate and pirate hunter. A tidal shift that leads Threepwood to the elusive pox-curing Esponja Grande. But Guybrush learns too late that it is the wise
it's just a long name.
who prepares for the inevitable change in the winds as Morgan betrays him and returns him to the scientific clutches of the Marquis de Sange.
Tales of Monkey Island. It was either that or shrink the font, and then I have to readjust it next time. Depressing.
29, 30,000 pieces of silver, mon petit chouchou. Just as we agreed.
It had better be, or I'll cut the difference out of your fluffy wig.
I got an idea. Why don't you let me go and I'll pay you double what the Marquis is paying.
Don't embarrass yourself, Threepwood.
I've got treasure.
I'll auction off my entire collection of autographed sextants.
Threepwood, you grossly underestimate the value of that which courses through your body.
Well, I've got a pretty good idea. Why, my spit alone once won me 8,000 pieces of 8 on Booty Island.
Then you should die knowing that you gave a priceless gift to science! Finally! I've got this Threepwood, I've got the formula, and soon I'll have nothing left than life eternal! Oh, I'm as happy as a penguin sliding on its belly!
It is sad. Thought they were gonna be after her.
What is this?
Ah, it's a welcome back party. I hope they brought ice cream cake.
Guybrush, Threepwood. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Hey, why can't I stop my legs?
What? No! No, come back!
This cracker croaker's got a date in the court of pirate law. You test tube tinker and Talleyrand.
What?
And then the scurvy dog will hang.
You, after him! Hey, I brought you Threepwood, and you paid me. We're done here.
We'll just see about that.
Chapter 4, The Trial and Execution of Guybrush Threepwood.
Captain Threepwood, having been found guilty of all charges, you will be taken to the nearest ship and keel hard until your ravaged skin hangs in tatters from your bleeding.
Guilty? But I haven't been charged with anything yet.
You haven't? Where's that incompetent prosecutor?
Right here, Your Honor.
Oh, great.
Guess who?
Sorry I'm late, Your Eminence, but old Stan had to in flagrante his delicto. And there was a line in the washroom.
Belay your excuses, you sniveling sea weasel, and get on with the charges. I've got grog waiting for me at Club 41.
Of course, Your Immensity. Your Honor, pirates and wenches of the gallery.
Hey, that's us.
This evening I will prove beyond a scintilla of a shadow of a doubt that Guybrush Threepwood is guilty of no fewer than 4 heinous crimes.
I thought there'd be 3.
Firstly, that he did knowingly engage in a bar fight that horribly injured the beloved feline of local pirate elder, Hemlock McGee.
And it's still good for him.
Secondly, during this self-same fight, Captain Threepwood spilled boiling nacho sauce on the exposed leg of Boatswain Catherine Krebs, hideously scarring one of Flotsam's shapeliest gams. Thirdly, that he did conspire with one Joaquin de Oro to craft and sell counterfeit porcelain power pirates.
All about spreading the bugs.
And finally, that he folded, spindled, and mutilated this previously pristine ex belonging to Flotsam's newest arrival, Killick Hardtack.
What the heck?
Yeah, he did that to me.
Threepwood, having heard the grave charges arrayed against you, how do you plead?
Yeah, I really like how they did Stan's jacket in this one, though. They really captured the look of the original games in 3D. If I plead guilty, will I be out of here any quicker?
I plead guilty. Will I get out of here any quicker?
Most definitely.
Great. Then I plead.
After the summary executions by keel hauling, hanging, boiling, and scaphism.
Escapism?
Trust me, kid, you don't want to know.
Okay, then.
These charges are stupid.
These charges are stupid. And believe me, I know from stupid.
Captain Threepwood, you're out of order.
I'm out of order. You're out of order. The whole mizzen-masted pirate legal system is out of order.
The defendant will shut his festering gob before the court shuts it for him.
Do it.
Sorry.
Not guilty by reason of insanity.
I plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
You look pretty sane to me.
Sure, now, but any second I could start using monkeys as needle-nose pliers, or shooting myself out of trebuchets, or doing strange things with rubber trees. I'm crazy, I tells you. Crazy.
The defendant will cease his inane histrionics, or the court will be forced to yank out his tongue with a rusty shrimp fork.
Okay, no insanity defense. I plead 1000% not guilty. Especially that last one about the X.
Very well. Let it be recorded that the miserably guilty defendant has entered a plea of not guilty. Now, who would you like to represent your pathetic case?
I want a public defender.
Don't you have some sort of public defender?
A public defender? In pirate court?
The maroon.
So that'd be a no then.
Can Stan represent me?
Hey Stan, why don't you represent me? For old time's sake.
You mean those old times when you swindled me out of a ship, stuck me in a coffin for 3 months, scammed my insurance company, and got me involved with high-risk doubloon derivatives?
Yes?
Sorry, kid, nothing personal, but I stand to make a bundle in legal fees off these honked-off Flotsamites. They really don't like you.
I guess I'll represent myself.
Captain Threepwood, are you aware of the old pirate court saying? The pirate who represents himself in court has a soon-to-be keel-hauled fool for a client.
Yes, Your Honor, and I am that fool.
Fine! Your move, Counselor!
Here's your briefs, kid.
K. Hardtack. Charge consonant abuse. Plaintiff's charge that defendant ruined his perfectly good ex is suspect but plausible. Court hopes he's not just making things up. Recommended sentence: 2p fine, death by hanging. K. Krebs. Thigh crimes and misdemeanors. Discontinuation of Club 41's nacho sauce makes proof of guilt difficult, but court deems it unlikely that some other mix of fluids could have caused Krebs' distinctive burn. Sentence: 23 gold fine, death by corset. Charge from witness H. McGee, felonious feline frightening. Plaintiff's pussycat seems traumatized, but court has seen far too many crippled pirates miraculously healed by the tonic of a cash settlement. If that kitty moves an inch, this case is over. Recommended sentence: 1 ball of yarn, death by mauling. And witness J. Doro. Charge counterfeit collectibles. Witness testifying in return for lighter sentence. Court doesn't trust stool parrots. Their testimony is only as firm as their last bribe. Recommended sentence: confiscation of sextants, death by 8-sided dice. Witness G. Threepwood. Defendant arrested in possession of tiny sea sponge, which he insists will cure the pox. Court is skeptical, but has confiscated artifact as a matter of policy. Defendant also in possession of unremarkable wedding ring that will likely be used to defray his funeral costs. Alright. Call a witness. First of all, let's get Hardtack out of the way. Because, well, that's the one we actually definitely didn't do.
If it pleases the court, I'd like to call Bailiff Hardtack to the stand.
Bailiff Hardtack!
Oh, that's me. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate? I suppose.
Bailiff Hardtack, could you tell the court about your claim against Guybrush Threepwood?
Well, back on Spinner Cay, I was getting ready to bury me modest chest of treasures, you see. My collection of spaghetti strainers, my silver paprika shaker, and so on. When all of a sudden, this Threepwood bloke runs up to me, waving his arms and telling me to look out for a 3-headed monkey that's right behind me. Well, naturally, I turned and looked, but there was nothing there. When I regained my composure, Threepwood was nowhere to be found. And worst of all...
Yes?
He dug up my perfectly good ex. It's ruined now.
Oh no.
Come on. He's all yours, buddy.
This whole story about your ex is a big fat lie, isn't it?
This whole story about your ex is a big fat lie, isn't it?
No, sir.
Come on, you're lying. Admit it.
No, sir.
Come on.
Oh, you got me, sir.
Why?
Well, I didn't have anything else to do after you killed me boss and left me without a job. Oh, I could have charged you with that instead. Oh.
Your Honor, I move for a mistrial.
Granted! Bailiff Hardtack, as punishment for wasting this court's time, you will be compelled to wear Lizzig's wig of foppery until such time as I am no longer tempted to gavel you into a fine paste!
Ooh, it's delightful.
Alright. 1 charge down.
I object.
To what?
To this trial. To your hat. To the way my beard's itching. I also object to the way that guy's looking at me.
Hey.
And to this hook. And...
Captain Threepwood, you will cease your foolish distractions before we come down and cease them for you!
Right, but you probably did all the rest of that stuff, though. I mean, maybe. Maybe not. We just gotta prove we didn't.
Right, where were we?
Hey, Stan.
No fraternizing between the defense and prosecution while court is in session!
If you want a gab, call for a recess.
Hey, hardtack.
Defense will refrain from addressing the bailiff in open court!
Sorry. That paralyzed cat is creepy. I'm surprised Doro ever fell for that.
Aww.
That empty nacho plate is making me hungry.
Right, over here we've got the stenographer, who is a skeleton.
Could you read that last bit back for me?
Oh yeah, the idea is that it's paralyzed, not dead.
Very interesting. I don't even remember saying exsanguinate. No, I'm not questioning your professionalism. It's just that I don't even know the meaning of it. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
He just got scolded by a skeleton.
This reminds me of the time I kissed Elaine under the mistletoe, and a rotting corpse fell on me. Stinkbeard's common laws for common pirates. Laws? Pirates don't need no stinking laws.
Fine, then we'll proceed with the execution!
On the other hand, maybe I could use a few good laws right now.
Skull did. Very nice.
Looks like there was one whale of a fender bender while the winds were blowing out. That's why I always sail defensively and carry state arm insurance.
But psst.
Right Honorable Justice D.C. Grosscup. 30 convictions, 0 acquittals, no survivors. The Left Honorable Justice K.B. Popnecker. Lived on the bench, died under the table.
Alright. Well, what shall we do now? Hey there, Andy. It's okay, not much has happened. Guybrush was brought in to the court. There were 4 charges. We got 1 dismissed just by accusing the guy of lying a few times. So we've got 3 more to get dropped. Let's see.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff, please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig!
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Well, at least I'm not about to be dissected by a crazy scientist. Now to break out of here, find Elaine and use La Esponja Grande to... Hey, what happened to my cool voodoo sponge?
All possessions will be returned to the prisoner once he has been cleared of all charges. In the likely event that the prisoner is not cleared of all charges, his property will be distributed to his heirs.
But I don't have any heirs that I know of.
Then they'll be auctioned off at eBay.
This part of the wall looks like it's made of pretty loose stuff. I wonder if I could dig my way out.
What's that noise?
Nothing.
No.
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
Let's return to court. Aren't I entitled to some bread and water? What's a guy got to do to get a drink around here?
Aren't I entitled to some bread and water?
Bread and water? I pride myself on providing Flotsam's prisons with the finest in haute cuisine. Wait here.
Lovely.
Wait here. That's funny. Thought he'd never leave. What the? It's solid steel under here. Stupid reinforced wall. Stupid reinforced wall.
Alright, nothing else out here to do. Oh, there's a bar there.
Hey, where's my dinner? My haute cuisine.
Oh, the prisoners don't get any food. That's for the guards and judges. Delicious, too.
Jerk.
Aww.
Hey, guard.
So
What do
mean.
you want?
What's a guy got to do to get a drink around here?
There's a bar right over there. All you gotta do is get released, and you can walk right in.
Oh. Has this jail got any reading material?
I'd suggest reading your legal briefs. You might need them.
Good tip. I'll get right on that when I need something to put me to sleep. I want to see my lawyer.
Your lawyer?
Yeah, you might have heard of him. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Fine. All right, Counselor. Judge Grindstump says you got 5 minutes.
That should be more than enough for this piece of scum. Hope you had a good excuse for dragging me out of bed at this ungodly hour.
I'm worried about my wife, Counselor.
I'm worried about my wife, Counselor. She hasn't sent me a letter in weeks. I wouldn't worry about her, Guybrush. We're taking very good care of her on my estate. Very good care. You scurvy backstabber! I'll... Guard! I'm quite done with my client. I'll get you, Threepwood, if it's the last thing I do.
Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood. I know those prisoners can be a rowdy lot.
Think nothing of it, Mr. Hardtack. Now, where can I find a good grog?
Club 41's right over there, sir.
I mean, it worked, didn't it?
Lou?
You!
Doro?
What happened to your eye?
What happened to your eye?
I tell you what happened to my eye, smarty guy. When I dug up that phony Dark Ninja Dave you planted...
Allegedly planted?
Allegedly planted. I got a speck of dirt lodged in my eye. A week later, it got infected. And Dr. Descent had to cut it out.
Yeah, just bet he did.
Now I need a glass eye.
Why do you want a glass eye?
Why do you want a glass eye? An eye patch is much more piratey.
Eye patches are so last month. All the cool pirates are getting scary glass eyes these days.
But hooks are still cool, right?
Grr. I guess, but you really can't beat a glass eye.
Why aren't you poxed?
You know, I can't help but notice that you don't seem to be afflicted by the pox of LeChuck.
Oh, don't remind me. All the other pirates have gotten the pox, so why not me?
You thought about the possibility that you might not actually be a pirate?
I am too a pirate.
Okay, you are a pirate. I'm sure the pox will be coming for you any day now. What are you in for?
I got arrested for trying to auction a counterfeit Dark Ninja Dave figurine at eBay.
eBay?
You know, that bay with the auction thing.
Oh yeah.
Luckily for me, Stan got me a reduced sentence in exchange for my testimony against you.
Me? What did I do?
You were the one that made the counterfeit Dave in the first place.
Oh yeah, that. Look, I'm sorry about the jail time, but you've got to stop testifying against me. I've got a wife and scores of pirates to cure.
You're going to cure the pox?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, I like that. All these poxed pirates are always making fun of me for not being poxed.
Well, come on then. Let's do some business.
Maybe. What can you offer me in return?
How about a porcelain power pirate?
I've got a line on a genuine Dark Ninja Dave porcelain power pirate autographed by Dark Ninja Dave himself.
That is a very poor joke, senor.
I've got some sextants.
I'll let you have your pick of my autographed sextants.
Ooh, Do you have one of those limited edition Vasco da Gama sextants?
Yeah, but you can't have that one.
What about the Ferdinand Magellan quad action sextants? Hmm?
Yeah, but you can't have that one either. On second thought, I really don't want to part with my sextant.
Oh, I see you in a fine leather jacket.
I got a crate full of fine leather jackets back in my hold that have your name all over them.
No thanks. Leather makes me chafe.
How about a glass eye?
How about I get you a glass eye for your eye hole?
That sounds interesting.
It's a deal.
But
I knew there'd be a big noisy butt somewhere in there.
I want a really cool glass eye.
And what, pray tell, makes a cool glass eye?
It has to have a really cool color. Like the color in the eyes of those nasty poxed pirates when they're really, really angry.
I'll see what I can do.
Bye.
Associating with hardened criminals like you can't be good for my legal situation. I'm out of here.
Adios.
All right.
Stan?
Guybrush Threepwood. Nice to see you out and about, kid. Hope they haven't been treating you too badly in the Hooskow.
Well, there is a pretty scary looking rat in my cell. At least I hope it's a rat.
Well, that's just swell, kid. Look, could you get out of the way and make room for some paying customers?
What are you doing out here?
What are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be prepping for trial?
Hey, no offense, kid, but the day old Stan can't beat you in open court with one wildly flapping arm tied behind his back is the day I haul my corpus juris back to Jambalaya Island for a full rest of Tushio and Integra. Know what I mean?
Not really.
Exactly.
So really, what are you doing out here?
So if you're not preparing for trial, what are you doing out here?
Following Stan's rule number 1, ABM.
ABM?
Always be merchandising. People love following the trials of famous pirates, even B-list pirates like yourself.
B-list?
That's why old Stan got all
That
the
does
souvenirs
appear.
and timeless keepsakes you'll ever need to remind you of this month's Trial of the Century.
That does appear to be a Woolly Willy with Guybrush's face on it, yes. How are sales going?
How are sales going?
Great. Celebrity merchandise is always a good investment, especially if you suspect that the celebrity in question is about to become a wind chime in the gallows. Nothing sells like dead celebrities.
Yeah? Well, I don't plan on dying today.
And I didn't plan to wear the same jacket for 20 years, but here we are.
Monkey Island, the flamethrower. The kids love this one.
Stan, about these charges.
Sorry, kid, can't talk. Conflict of interest, attorney, pirate privilege, and all that stuff.
But
La 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 la, not talking to you about it.
I know I'll kick myself for asking, but what sorts of trial souvenirs are you selling?
The question you should be asking is what kind of souvenirs am I not selling? Behold, the People vs. Threepwood collection.
Well, let's ask about the merchandise, shall we?
Hey, a little me.
That's right, Threepwood, a faithful reproduction right down to the lacy garter belt.
Hey, I only wore those once.
It is I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Sounds nothing like me.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, your real voice didn't focus test all that well.
What's that?
That, my piratey friend, is a little novelty I like to call Draw the Beard on the Guybrush. Using the power of magnetism and iron shavings, you can give Flotsam's most notorious criminal an infinite array of amusing and degrading hairstyles. Observe. What the? This one doesn't have a magnet. And look, it's leaking iron shavings. This is what you get when you use shoddy Fat Island labor.
Is that supposed to be you?
None other. Now you and your friends can relive the trial of the century while lounging around in this comfortable polyblend t-shirt, emblazoned with the iconic image of yours truly, a crusading attorney bringing his no-holds-barred brand of justice to Flotsam Island.
On second thought,
Say no more.
Nice jacket.
no matter how many times I see it, I can't get over your jacket.
You like it? I just had it in for its annual re-stitching and de-resing.
Oh yeah, Stan's a classic, and Like it was weird looking in the older 2D games. Now that we've moved up to these higher res graphics, it is trippy as hell.
I noticed that you're remarkably free of the pox.
Nothing remarkable about it at all, Threepwood. Haven't you been paying attention? The pox only affects real, 100% honest to Blackbeard pirates. Now, I've been many things in this life. A salesman, real estate agent, troubadour, stevedore, ralphador, and even a brief but memorable stint as an exotic dancer to pay my way through law school. But one thing I'm not and never will be is a pirate.
Ah.
Oh, losing a bunch of frames all of a sudden. Hopefully that fixes itself quickly. Alright, it was just a minor hiccup.
See you in court, Stan.
Hey, that's pretty funny.
It's a broken Draw a Beard on Guybrush toy. Looks like it's leaking iron fillings. It's a broken toy that's leaking iron plates.
Wow, that could be useful.
Stan's Courtroom Souvenir Emporium? What happened to the Keelhauler Gazette offices?
Still not sure what a
That's old
stevedore
news,
is.
Get it? Old news? The whole keel hauler operation was bought out and shut down by those bigwigs at the Flotsam Times weeks ago.
Oh, I bet Davy Nipperkin didn't like that.
Are you kidding? Old Nipperkin made out like a bandit. I heard he's getting ready to retire on his share of the sale. Hey there, youngster. I know you're curious about the behind-the-scenes working of Stan's Courtroom Emporium, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the door.
Why?
Because that's where Stan works his magic, kid. It's where my dreams become reality. And some of my realities become dreams.
So it's where you're sleeping.
Yeah, but only until this souvenir business picks up.
Guess he's not making much as a prosecutor.
That lamp is leaking oil.
Not just any oil, manatee oil.
Oh, that's not right.
Alrighty.
Snazzy. Still don't know what the 41 stands for, though. I wonder if Club 41's changed its restricted policies.
Guess so.
Ah, Club 41. Nothing screams pirate bar like the aroma of moldy grog sprinkled with just a hint of sea spray and shattered dreams.
I will double your quadrupled rate.
Keep your gold, Silk Pants. You can't afford me anymore.
But you must break Threepwood out of jail and bring him back to me. He is the only one who has the poxalicious strains that I need.
A
Poxalicious.
little behind the times, Demange. I'm pox-free and fit as a fiddle. See?
Impossible.
Nothing's impossible when Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, is involved. And after I cure my wife and everyone else, I'll...
Wife?
Yeah. She was standing right next to me when LeChuck exploded, so the pox hit her pretty hard.
I want you to hunt down and capture this wife of Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey!
What part of none do you not comprendes?
But I need her! She's the only other pirate who could possibly have the Threepwood strain of the pox!
Then get her yourself.
My dear Mademoiselle Leflay, I don't get people. I hire people like you to get them for me. And if you won't get them, then maybe I'll find someone to get you.
I don't like to be threatened.
Oh! Oh, my phalange!
What the?
Oh! That was a very, very bad mistake, mademoiselle.
Well, it wouldn't be the first.
Jerk. Not that I'm complaining, but why'd you turn down Singe's contract to hunt down my wife?
I may be a backstabbing mercenary, but even I have some standards.
Sure, now you have standards. Shame they couldn't have shown up before you, cut off my hand or knock me unconscious and drag me back to Flotsam Island.
What can I say? I'm complicated.
What did DeSinge want with Elaine, anyway?
You heard the man. Something to do with your unique strain of box? Guess he thinks your wife has it too.
You look uncharacteristically grim.
It's been one of those days.
Oh, I know what you mean. Betraying your childhood hero can really take it out of you.
Hey, that was just business.
Your business sucks more than the winds of Flotsam.
Heyo.
Sometimes.
What are those scary-looking drinks?
They're a row of Blood Island volcano shots.
They look painful.
Only the first one.
Yikes. I think you should know that I'm still really angry with you.
Would it help if I bought you a drink?
What, so you can poison me? I'll pass. I noticed that you're without pox.
I'm pox-free. Tested on a regular basis.
Do you know why?
Probably because I'm not really a pirate, since I'm a pirate hunter.
Gotta like a pox that respects minor semantical distinctions.
There you go. I was about to say pretty much that exact line.
You know, if you have even a scintilla of a guilty conscience, I could really use your help.
Listening?
There's this trial going on.
So I've heard. Some guy was trying to tell me that it's the trial of the century!
Yeah, well, I could really use some trumped up evidence. Or a few intimidated
Hey there,
witnesses.
Xenon. Good
Or
to see
maybe
you.
a well-placed bribe or 10?
You couldn't afford me.
Of course. How silly of me. It's all about the pieces of 8 with you, isn't it?
Not always. I also accept pieces of 9.
Changed your mind about helping me with my legal troubles?
The pirate legal system and I don't exactly get along, and if we did, I wouldn't do pro bono work.
Well, I can see you've got inner demons to wrestle with, so I'll just get on with my life.
Thanks. And watch out for DeSinge. That thing he did with his finger was unnatural.
Little bit. Now that comes into play later, that sign.
Judge Grindstump?
Oh, please, no need to be so formal. In here, I'm just plain old W.P. Grindstump, owner and proprietor of Club 41.
Aren't you a little upset that I'm running around free?
Aren't you a little upset that I'm running around free?
Heavens, no! What kind of pirate town would this be if we didn't condone the occasional jailbreak?
It's got a
What
point.
remarkably progressive attitude.
Besides, it's not as though you can really escape the swinging sword of flotsam justice. What with these blasted winds blowing in again?
Ladies' night is looking a little grim.
Ladies' night is looking a little, grim.
Well, it's early. Once we got the buffet table laid out, this place will be hotter than the devil's knickers.
I'd like to order a drink.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
Brilliant! Will you be paying with doubloons, triploons, coupons, or flotsam in fur shafts?
Actually, I'm a little light right now.
Oh, no problem. I'll start up a tab.
You will? That's so unlike, well, every place I've ever been in my life.
Well, it's not like you're going to skip town on me, am I right?
Let's see. Those Blood Island volcano shots look tempting.
Set me up with a line of Blood Island volcano shots.
Me pleasure. These come with our complimentary Club 41 insulated volcano shot glasses. Hewn out of molten lava. They can keep hot liquids hot for a week.
Impressive. Ooh, that's some hot grog on grog action. I'll just save this last one for later.
Bitcoins. Let's see. Hey, it's Murray. It's not really Murray.
I wonder what happened to Murray. I wonder what happened to Murray.
We've got 5 empty shot glasses, so I guess we should be collecting liquid.
Nothing like a little hot wax on a cold, flotsam night.
After all, we do have some things to prove about liquids that can cause types of burns. Let's see. So now we've got wax, and we've got volcano shots.
What's this?
That'll be Club 41's famous Flotsam Island Ladies' Night buffet table. In a few hours, it'll be spilling over with flaming chocolate cupcakes, barbecued narwhal horns, deep-fried petit fours, and all that other girly stuff that our swashbuckling lady pirates love.
I love their idea of girly.
Occupied!
Sorry.
Occupied!
Sorry. How about some more of those volcano shots?
Sorry, one per customer.
Nice dartboard.
Isn't it, though? Ah, it was one of the few things I managed to salvage when I was washed ashore on Flotsam all those years ago.
Can I play around?
Unfortunately, the darts were lost a few weeks ago during a bar fight. And pity, too. What with the annual Flotsam Island Dart Tournament tomorrow night.
What's that artistic abomination?
Ah, that be a painting of Flotsam Island's notorious jungle beast, painted by our own Hemlock McGee.
Hemlock? Really?
Aye, no one knows more about our legendary beastie than old Hemlock.
Well, now we know Hemlock's a painter. And possibly a conspiracy theorist. Manatee oil leak. Well, that sounds like something I should fill a cup with.
I almost feel guilty about this. Almost. When I was a younger pirate, I used to lie awake on the deck of my ship and gaze at the seagulls as they majestically swooped and bobbed through the evening sky. And then they started pooping on me. So I stopped doing that.
Oh, I can't look at the boat anymore. Oh, there's that wet carpet.
Looks like someone's finally getting around to cleaning the carpet that got, stained during my bar fight.
Can I get some of the
I
liquid?
need a cup of that.
Don't need a cup of that. Alright, let's look for more liquids. Found a leg-shaped lamp.
That's really, something.
Aye, isn't she a beauty? It's a prototype of my swashbuckling Susie long-lasting leg lamp. That crystal on top will glow for days.
Don't you think it's a little tacky?
Ah, pirates love this kind of stuff.
What's that?
Arr, you best watch your step. That be a puddle of molten glass. It'll cool down in a few seconds, but until it does, it'll melt your boots off.
It's a major award.
I better get some of this before it cools. Warm.
And And, let's see if we can't, get a stain on this thing.
Whoops! Hey! Arr! Now look what you did! Arr! You clumsy clam clipper! You ruined my prototype! Now I'll have to start all over! Arr!
So if it's messed up, can I have it?
Fine, take it! Just get out of me sight! Arr!
We're just screwing with Crimp
Get a leg
Digit.
up in the trial.
We're just screwing with Crimp Digit at every opportunity. Ooh, weird oozing fluid.
Ooh, sizzly. You know, if I was a little more scientifically inclined, I might be worried about the effects this stuff is having on any future generations of Threepwoods. It's Jock, the electromagnetic monkey. Don't worry, little guy. I'll liberate you. Somehow. Let's see if this'll work. Aha! Come on, let's get you out of here.
Hooray, now I have a monkey.
What kind of a madman keeps a perfectly good magnetic monkey locked in a cage?
It's a good question, Guybrush.
Bonjour. Threepwood, stay away from my laboratorium. Bonjour. Threepwood, stay away from my laboratorium.
Oh, I was hoping for multiple dialogue lines.
The doctor is busy! He must be really busy if he needs all those exclamation points.
Right. There's Hemlock. Hey, look what's still on fire.
Wow. That bacon grease is still burning.
He did say it wouldn't go out for a while.
I just got to get some of this incredible bacon grease. There. Now my jacket and my pants smell like bacon. Hi there, Twinkle Toes.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom, cause you're going to pay for what you did to Miss Pretty Whiskers.
I'd be happy to pay. Do you accept traveler's checks? How's Miss Grungy Whiskers doing?
Her name isn't Grungy Whiskers, you love-a-licker. It's Miss Pretty Whiskers.
How's Miss Trashy Whiskers doing?
Trashy Whiskers? Listen up, Smucker. Her name is Miss Pretty Whiskers.
How's Miss Barfy Whiskers doing?
What? Barfy Whiskers? For the last time, you dancing dunce. Her name is Miss Pretty Whiskers.
Drop the charges and I'll spare your life.
Bah! Life ain't hardly worth living without the sound of Miss Pretty Whiskers' delicate pitter-pat on the bar floor.
I'm sure she feels the same way about the delicate pitter-pat of your stumps. How's the box treating you?
Oh, not too bad. I didn't really need that lung I coughed up.
Vestigial lungs are the worst.
Alright, let's head back to court and get another charge dropped. I think I remember the combination I need to do it.
goes there?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Oh, Councillor Threepwood. What can I do for you?
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
Alrighty then, let's find Judge Grindstump. The Pirate Court of Flotsam Island is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grindstump presiding.
Let's keep it moving, Captain Threepwood.
Let's call a witness. Call Bosun Krebs.
I'd like to call Bosun Catherine Krebs to the stand.
Catherine Krebs. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Aye.
Bosun Krebs, could you tell the court what happened on that fateful day?
I was minding my own business at Club 41 with a mug full of grog and some zesty nachos, when all of a sudden that blindfolded Jasper barreled into me, knocked me nacho sauce into me lap, and gave me this disfiguring scar.
Aye, that takes me back.
Ooh.
Bailiff, supply the prosecutor and the defendant with sketches of the burns for their briefs.
Aye, aye, Your Honour.
Lots of luck, kid.
Alright. Over here we got
Icky. Hard to believe that nacho sauce could do that.
purple skull and crossbones on a black background. We've got the black background with the molten glass. Now, what else can we spill on it? Possibly this, we've got blue and we've got red. So let's get the red on there. Now I've got a red skull and crossbones. Now let's combine it with the wax, which is blue. Oops, that's not what I meant to do, is it? No. There. Boom! Got it.
If I want to introduce that as evidence, I should spring it on a witness.
Oh. Yeah, that would help.
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce this leg lamp into evidence as proof that Bosun Catherine Krebs is lying about her so-called nacho sauce burn.
This proves nothing!
Objection, Your Honor. The scars on this leg-shaped lamp may look like my client's, but who knows how they got there?
I'm glad you asked. So you see, Your Honor, Catherine's distinctive burns were not caused by Club 41's nacho sauce, but by an unlikely combination of scalding fluids found throughout Flotsam Island. Isn't that true, Bosun Krebs?
Answer the question, you she-devil!
It's true. After Guybrush knocked that platter of nachos onto my lap, I saw my chance for revenge and concocted this foolish scheme.
Revenge?
You still don't remember me? The woman whose ship you sunk? Who spent years languishing in prison for your crimes? The woman whose husband you humiliated in that creepy karaoke contest?
Nope. Sorry. Drawing a blank.
Arr!
Your Honor,
Lovely.
I move that Bosun Catherine Krebs' charge be dropped.
Counselor?
I got nothing, Your Honor.
Very well. In the matter of Krebs versus Threepwood, the Pirate Court of Flotsam Island finds in favor of the defendant, Guybrush Threepwood.
Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. Alright, let's head back outside and see if we can't get Doro's charge
Your Honor,
dropped.
I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Need to get him a
Bailiff,
glass
please
eye.
escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honour.
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
Pirate Justice is pretty... I don't have a pun here. I really should. Someone else come up with a pun, quick.
I want to see my lawyer.
Again?
Arful. That's pretty good. It's pretty good,
Not
sweetie.
getting any smarter.
Alright. We've talked to Doro. Now, who could possibly get us a glass eye? I mean, the only guy who works with glass on the island, right? I mean, hopefully he won't be too sore about all the things of his I've destroyed repeatedly.
Hello there, uninformed man on the street.
What do you want?
Aha, can you make me a glass eye?
I see you can make a glass leg, but tell me, can you make a glass eye?
Aye. But not just any glass eyes. Genuine imitation eyes made from the crystal wreaths themselves.
Genuine imitation eyes?
That's right. They'll imitate the eye color of anyone they see. You just point them at someone's eyes, give them a few seconds to set, and shazam! All new eye color. When you got a color you like, just pop it in your eye socket, and it'll stay that way forever.
I'm intrigued and cautiously optimistic. How much?
Here, try out this defective one for free.
Defective?
Aye, it's a little nearsighted, so you'll have to get up real close to the subject to capture their eye color.
Thanks. I take back all the nasty things I wrote in my diary about you.
You'd think that, but actually his first love be the C. Oh wait, wrong joke. It's a pretty good deal, just... This guy is very forgiving, is all I'm saying. Let's see.
Don't tell me you're still blowing glass. Surely a dry cleaning business would be more profitable.
Ha! That just shows what you know, Binky. People are clamoring for Crypt Digits unbreakable tubes. Clamoring!
What people?
Well, just one person, really. But he ordered a huge supply. Don't ask me why.
Why?
I told you not to ask me that!
Why did someone order all those tubes?
I told you not to ask me that! I told you again!
Are you not outraged by this ridiculous trial?
Well, I'm just glad that scum-sucking Threepwood will finally be brought to justice.
I'm Threepwood.
Speaking of which, shouldn't you be in a holding cell or something?
We, get a 10-minute break every hour. It's the law. How does it feel to be hideously diseased?
How do you think it feels?
Bad, I'd say. Pretty bad.
You got that right, Missy.
I'll see you in your, pectorals later.
Yeah, well, the three of us will be waiting.
Alright, now we need to get this eye to change to a poxed color. Well... Hemlock over
there,
here.
Twinkle Toes.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom.
I don't think he
You're
can stay...
gonna pay for what you did to Miss Pretty Whiskers.
I don't
I'd
think
be
he
happy
can
to
stay
pay. Do
angry
you accept
long
traveler's
enough.
checks? Ah, how's Miss Barfy Whiskers doing?
What? Barfy Whiskers? For the last time, you dancing dunce. Her name is Miss Pretty Whiskers.
Yeah, he doesn't stay angry long enough. I know who does. The judge. When you get him angry in the court, he sits around waving his arms and screaming for a while.
Hooga! Oh, it's you.
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
Alrighty then, let's find Judge Grindstomp. The Pirate Court of Flotsam Island is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grindstomp presiding.
Time is grog, Captain.
You were typing it as I came to it. Alright. I want a change of venue.
Your Honor, I'd like to request a change of venue.
Where to?
Oh, how about back at your place? Just you, me, a jug of grog, a loaf of bread, and some scandalous legal briefs.
That Threepwood will terminate his clumsy and off-putting attempts to seduce this court at once!
Made me uncomfortable, it did.
And Skippy!
Hold that crazy pose.
Wubba wubba wubba.
Right! Where were we?
Alright, now we gotta get this back to Doro.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff! Please ask...
Yeah, we've heard it.
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
I want to see my lawyer.
Again?
Not getting any smarter. Captain Doro?
Do you have it?
One nigh indestructible glass eye. Pox-colored, just like all the cool pirates are wearing.
Achis, Topica and Santa Fe! Ay, 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 ay. My eye is really scary.
Now, according to Crimp Digit, all you have to do to set it is pop it in your eye socket. Ugh,
How do I look?
dangerous.
I think you mean dangerously cool, eh?
Sure, whatever. Now, about your testimony.
No problem, mi amigo. Just call me back to the stand and ask me about this.
Your Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map? I'll just smuggle this into here.
In my, let's say, mouth.
Alright, let's get charge number 3 dropped.
Hugo! Oh, it's you. Oh, the pirate court!
Yes, yes!
Alright, call a witness. Joaquin Doro.
I'd like to call Joaquin Jacinto de Meara Alfonso de Oro to the stand.
Joaquin de Oro! Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
See?
Senor de Oro.
Captain Doro.
Yes, of course. Why are you here today?
I was recently arrested for trying to sell a counterfeit Dark Ninja Dave porcelain power pirate figurine. A counterfeit figurine crafted by Guybrush Threepwood.
Actually, that wasn't so surprising.
Your witness, counselor.
Alright, now we'll ask him about the map. Walk into door, you just
Captain
got
Doro,
that.
What can you tell me about this map?
Oh my god,
Objection!
I think...
Defense Exhibit 42, Your Honor.
I don't
This
think
is the
I got
map
that
the witness
either. That's
used
really
to find
good.
his Dark Ninja Dave Power Pirate.
I'll allow it! But not your eternally flapping mouth, you festering chumhole!
Continue.
I purchased this map at eBay 6 months ago from a traveling salesman with a plaid jacket and waving arms. He said that it was an authentic Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirate's treasure map, but I have since learned that it was just as counterfeit as the Power Pirate it led me to.
And who was the dastardly swindler who sold you this map?
It was...
Hey, would you look at that? I've misfiled my glorious mundus. Your Honor, on behalf of the Porcelain Power Pirates Corporation, I'd like to ask that all charges pertaining to the unfortunate counterfeiting of the Dark Ninja Dave action figure be dropped against Captains Joaquin de Oro and Guybrush Threepwood.
Smart move, counselor. In the matter of porcelain power pirates versus De Oro versus Threepwood, etc., 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 this court finds in favor of the defendants.
All this justice? Where's the hangings?
You want hangings? Just keep it up, you swabs!
1 to go. Alright, now we gotta find some way to make that cat move, huh? We have some iron filings, but we don't have a magnet.
That paralyzed cat is creepy.
Well, can we just stick the iron filings in it?
Oh, it can't be that easy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Your Honor, I'd like to invoke my ex post facto privileges and move for a dramatis personae. No? Then can I ex ante omnes my quid pro quo?
Captain Threepwood!
Well, surely the court will give me time until my e pluribus unum reductus ad absurdum.
The defendant will stop pretending that he knows how to speak Latin!
Absolutely wonderful.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff, please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Hey,
All
guard!
right, let's get out of here
What do
again.
you want?
I want to see my lawyer.
Again?
Not getting any smarter.
Wait a second, I do have a magnet, don't I?
Oh, there's a monkey in my pocket. He's attracting all my change. His tail is a magnet, and I think that he's got mange.
Alright, so I just gotta find some way to get the iron into the cat.
Oh, there's a monkey in my pocket. He's attracting all my change. His tail is a magnet, and I think that he's got mange.
Well, there's the cat's bowl.
Hey, look! A five-headed bonobo!
What? I didn't see nothing.
Sorry, must have been a weather balloon. Hi there, Twinkle Toes.
Enjoy your last moment.
I'd be happy. I hear you may know something about Flotsam's so-called jungle beast.
None have seen the jungle beast, but 'tis the scariest, foulest, smellingest thing you ever didn't see. A dark jungle god that walks the land only by dead of night.
Dark jungle god?
Aye, 'twas said to live within the stomach of the god of death, feasting upon corpses. Until one day, death ate some bad shellfish and upchucked the jungle beast into existence.
But if you haven't seen it, how do you know it exists?
Because it eats. To appease the beast, we've left many a fleshy sacrifice on the jungle altar. By morning, the meat disappears from the altar without a trace.
Disappearing meat. Yep, jungle god's the only explanation. See ya.
Right? This is akin to a creation myth. Alright, well, now we're gonna have to use Jacques to get the cat to move around in court, right? And that...
Who go? Oh, it's you.
No hard feelings about being humiliated in open court?
No worries, mate. I've been humiliated so often it's kind of second nature to me by now.
Great.
Besides, I didn't really think it was much of a case anyway. But that Stan fella, he seemed to think I could make a pretty piece of it off of your untimely execution. So I figured, what the heck?
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
Alrighty then, let's find Judge Grindstump.
The Pirate Court of Flotsam Island is...
Yes, yes, get on with it!
I'd like to approach the bench.
Your Honor, I'd like to approach the bench.
Denied! No one approaches my bench!
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Just a moment, Your Honor. One thing I've learned the hard way over the years is that you should never pull a monkey out of your pocket until the most dramatically useful moment. And that goes triple for an electromagnetic monkey.
We're gonna have to call Hemlock to the bench then, aren't we? Or we could call Guybrush Threepwood.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, to the stand.
Guybrush Threepwood!
I'm right here.
Oh, right. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Ooh, what's this log made of? Calf leather? You just can't find craftsmanship like this these days. Oh, I do. Captain Sheepgood. Threepwood. Ah, yes. Shreveport. Threepwood. Greensleeves. Threepwood. Treebeard. Threep. Sleep. Wood. Stack.
Objection. Defense is stalling.
The defense will get on with it, or the court will order his name legally changed to Captain Guts for Daughters!
Woodstack. Alright. Let's call
I'd like
Hemlock
to call
McGee.
Hemlock McGee to the stand.
Hemlock McGee!
What's that? Oh.
And do you swear on Blackbeard's...
Yeah. Listen, Pinky. I knew Blackbeard back when he was bloody Black Peach Fuzz. Just let me at him. Let me at him.
Ensign McGee, it's your contention that Captain Threepwood injured your cat.
Injured? He practically crushed him. Hit him right in the puss with a stuffed manatee head he did.
And how is your cat today?
See for yourself. The poor dear is paralyzed with fear. I have to feed her through a tube. Oh, my poor Miss Pretty Whiskers. Oh, my poor little Pretty.
Pretty Whiskers.
Your witness, kid.
Well, now seems like a dramatically useful moment to pull a monkey out of my pocket.
Your Honor, pirates and assorted buccaneers, Hemlock McGee has asserted that it was I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, that brought about the horrible emotional scars that even now leave poor Miss Pretty Whiskers paralyzed with fear. But I put it to you that it was not your humble defendant who traumatized Hemlock's unfortunate feline, but a far more insidious assailant, one who's in this very courtroom as I speak. J'accuse Jacques the Monkey.
What? Objection. There's no evidence of monkey play here.
No? Let's ask the victim. Miss Pretty Whiskers is up and about and seeking revenge just like a good pirate cat should.
Miss Pretty Whiskers, come back. We'll get our revenge together.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Mr. Prosecutor!
Well, considering that my client and evidence just ran out the door, I guess old Stan's gonna have to drop this one.
Good idea.
Oh, you just got
In the
Jacques
case
the
of
Monkey.
McGee and Pretty Whiskers versus Threepwood, the Pirate Court of Flotsam finds in favor of the defendant, Guybrush Threepwood.
Come on, Judge, get him with
You
the
know,
rock.
Jacques is French for Jack.
Up there. Let's see here. Cleared. Dropped. Yes. Congratulations, Captain Threepwood. It appears that you have successfully gotten yourself out from under your various civil charges.
Shiver me timbers, Stumpy. I guess I'll be going now.
Hold on, what's this? There appears to be a criminal charge on the other side of this blasted paper.
Huh? Assault with molten nacho cheese isn't criminal? What else is there?
The creation, incubation, dissemination, proliferation, and mastication of a pox or pox-like affliction. A Class 1 felonious act here on Flotsam.
Oh, right.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
On what grounds?
Pox isn't my fault. Wait, no. Mastication?
I may have aided in its creation, incubation, dissemination, and proliferation, but mastication? That doesn't even make sense.
Are you suggestioning that this court doesn't know the meaning of the words it uses?
No.
Good.
There is no pox. Everyone's just got the mumps.
Does this look like the mumps to you, Sonny Jim?
Pox isn't so bad.
Pox isn't so bad. Everyone's tough as nails now and can do neato demon things with their eyes.
It's evil! It made me keep holy grandma! I got bubbles on my fundament!
Okay, it's pretty bad.
The pox isn't my fault.
The pox isn't my fault. It's LeChuck's. It all started with the cursed cutlass of Cthulhu. Off the Rock of Gelato, LeChuck was doing something evil with monkeys, and I was all brrr. But then LeChuck broke my root beer bottle, and I had to substitute some of the voodoo lady's ingredients, and then LeChuck turned into a human, and all this voodoo went boom, and... well, it's not my fault.
Your Honor, the defendant is hand-waving. And believe me, I know from hand-waving. But seriously, we all know that the cloud of pox vexing this fair island arrived soon after the defendant and his oozing appendage crept upon these shores.
Disgusting pacing it was.
Then, after infecting everyone in sight, the pox cloud magically blew away at exactly the same moment that Guybrush sailed away, stealing Flotsam's only ship, I might add.
I won that ship, fair and square.
Now, Threepwood has returned, and so has the cloud of pox. What a coincidence. And yet here he stands concocting fanciful stories of a human LeChuck, voodoo cutlasses, and a so-called rock of gelato.
Well, Threepwood, do you have any witnesses to your unlikely tale?
I do. She's... Wonder Bunny.
Avast, ye blubbering belugas! I'm sacking your port! Bring me all your spoils, swags, booty, and boodle!
Lane, less plunder, more bunny, please.
And you, me bonny lass, step into me captain's quarters and let me ravish you, silly. Ah, to finally hold you in me arms again, it makes me want to... What's this? The scent of betrayal? Who is this tawdry wench?
Nobody. No one.
She'll die by me rusty blade!
There goes my witness.
Then she must be summoned. Bailiff, serve the woman immediately.
Yes, sir.
You'd better be using the voodoo summons. That saucy sea hag doesn't look like she be respecting the customs of pirate law.
Aye, aye, sir.
A little bit.
But first, hold the defendant's pox-spreading keister back to the brig.
All right, you. Stay put until I summon your ball and chain.
I wouldn't call her that. She...
Ow!
might... Oof. Take exception. What happened to you?
Oh, I'll tell you what happened. I went to Club 41 to hand this summons to your better half, and she backhanded me right out of the bar. Ugh.
Ouch.
If you want that banshee on the stand, you're gonna have to serve her yourself.
Well, at least he just lets me out this time.
gonna go see if the local doctor can fix me jawbone.
Well, say goodbye to your jaw.
What the? Oh, ladies' night.
Guybrush, your wife has lost her mind.
And you're about to lose a limb, you sea cow!
Elaine, sugar cakes, let's stop fighting and work this out over a nice cold light grog.
It's her head or yours, bilge boy!
Or you two can just figure out this little misunderstanding on your own. I'll be over here appreciating my head's ability to stay attached to my neck. A recipe for something called a Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril. There's nothing left of this buffet but a few scraps of tofanity paste and a light ranch dressing. Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
Tell me, did it hurt
Did what hurt?
when you fell out of pirate heaven?
No, but this will.
Stay away from Guybrush, you sea hog!
Let's turn it into a three-way fight.
Yikes!
Because that's a good idea. Ah, it's hard to navigate when you're just using the mouse.
Hey, WP.
Captain Threepwood, what can I do you for?
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril.
Can you make one of these Fat Island Fuzzy Nostrils?
Aye, aye, Captain.
While you're making that, I'll just...
Order up! One Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril, heavy on the fuzz.
That was absurdly fast.
Arr!
Libations.
Ah, gimme.
Ew.
Ew, what was that? Ooh. Hey, what's this piece of paper stuck? It's a recipe for a drink called a Tri-Island Tuna Colada. Looks complicated.
All right. Well, if it's complicated, it'll take them a little longer, right? Though first we gotta get them away from the bar.
Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
What you gonna do with all that gold?
All what gold?
All that gold inside your chest.
Stay away from Guybrush, you sea hog!
Could have gone with hold.
Yikes!
Yeah, Krebs is just kind of caught in the middle of all this.
Yikes.
Would you mind steering clear of the dartboard? Now that I've found me darts, I need to practice before tomorrow night's tournament.
Wasn't sure that anything could be worse than the coconutty taste of pina colada, but that would do it. I can't take the darts. See about this tuna colada.
Can you make one of these?
A Tri-Island Tuna Colada? Arr, That takes me back. I haven't made one of these since I was a bosun under Captain Bo.
But can you make one? I'm really in the mood.
Aye, but
I
it'll
actually
take some
remember this
doing
part,
to scrounge
so
up the ingredients.
Take
I'm
your
kind of
time.
hurrying it along a bit. Now I stick this on the
I'll
dartboard.
just put this here for safekeeping.
Done! One tri-island tuna colada. Now I can get back to me darts.
Arr! Libations!
Ah, gimme.
And now I...
Morgan, what do you think you're doing?
Don't ask me. Ask your crazy wife.
I'm gonna run you through, you high seas hussy!
Can't you two just work it out over a nice grogatini?
V, Guybrush Threepwood is buying me a drink?
Over your dead body, trollop!
Who are you calling Trollop, Schooner Mom?
Oh boy. Elaine, Tucklebear. Morgan's all bark and no bite.
You want bite? You got it. And I'll throw in the bark for free. Oh!
There we go.
Good for nothing words getting in the way of my killing.
Honey, you are formally summoned to appear before the court of Judge Grindstump in the case of the people of Flotsam versus Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. TM.
Phew.
TM.
Now I know who wears the daddy pants in the relationship.
You stay away from my boy's pants, or I'll hang you from my Jolly Roger, you Jezebel! And you, don't think you can totter around with some tart and not get a fistful of what?
She's a catch.
And conveniently not a rotten double-crosser.
I told you I had a job to do.
Sure, just doing your job. Tell me, aside from all the silver, how are the benefits?
Guybrush.
Do you get health care for the repetitive stress injuries caused by all the backstabbing and cutting off people's hands?
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? I can't pick my left nostril without risking a lobotomy.
What if I...
What if nothing? Goodbye, Morgan. I've got a wife to cure and an island to save. Mrs. Threepwood.
Please tell everyone what a great guy I am.
Could you give the court some idea of what a fine, upstanding pirate your husband is?
Well, let's see. When I first met him, he was breaking into my mansion to steal a statue. Later, after shanghaiing a crew to take him to Monkey Island, he totally failed to rescue me from the evil clutches of the ghost pirate LeChuck, so I had to dress up a couple of monkeys in a bridal gown.
This may have been a bad line of questioning.
Then he left me hanging over a pit while he went looking for the treasure of Big Whoop. I didn't hear from him for 3 years after that. Turned me into a bleeding statue. Left the seat up. Oh, and that's not even mentioning all the times I've found myself tied up, manacled, or otherwise incarcerated because of his blithering idiocy!
You're too good for him, love.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
Please tell everyone how the pox is LeChuck's fault.
Please tell the court how this horrible pox is all LeChuck's fault.
LeChuck? That stick in the mud wouldn't know a good pox if it kicked him in the fundament. Heck, there wouldn't even be a pox if you'd gone through with the voodoo lady's recipe properly. But no, you had to wave that root beer bottle around like some sort of conquering hero. Oh, look at me! I be Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate! Next thing I know, you're trying to replace root beer with root grog and bam! Pox all over the place. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay.
It is a greatest hits of former Monkey Island plot lines. Listen, I'm not saying my adoring Morgan is practical given the facts at hand.
Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I've been trying to find a cure for the pox?
Don't you honey me, you two-timing cannon scrubber. I bet all this talk of looking for La Esponja Grande was all plot to spend time canoodling with your little privateering she-slag.
La Esponja Grande, yes, it's right over there, see?
Sure it is.
I'd like a second to think about my next move, Your Honor.
I'd like a second to think about my next move, Your Honor.
Make it fast! Your character witness is oozing all over my courtroom!
Well,
Your Honor, Buccaneers of Flotsam, you all believe that I, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate, have brought this horrible pox to your shores.
Off with it,
Run him off the plank!
What if I were to tell you that I could tame this unruly witness, prove my good intentions, and begin the process of curing you all of this hideous voodoo pox, all in one fell swoop?
I don't know. Maybe?
Your Honor, I object. Defense is grasping at sponge-shaped straws here.
Denied! But get on with it, Captain. The hangman gets overtime if we keep him up after midnight.
With pleasure, Your Honor. Wenches and pirates, I give you Exhibit S, the wonder of La Esponja Grande.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Now behold, as a simple exfoliating motion of La Esponja Grande washes away the pox, restoring my wife to her usual, mostly pleasant demeanor.
Arr!
Sugar cakes?
Off with it, head! Get that piece of seaweed off me, you deep-sea doily diver!
Does the defense have any other pointless arguments it would like to make?
This is sort of all I got.
Then, by the power vested in me by the put-upon pirates of Flotsam Island, I summarily sentence you to be hanged by your pox-spreading neck until you are right there.
Dun dun dun.
Woof.
What is the meaning of this? My name is LeChuck, and I can tell you exactly what Guybrush did.
LeChuck? I thought he was a ghost.
I heard he was a zombie.
Don't listen to him!
You see, Your Honor, the pox is all my fault.
Listen to him!
For decades, I dabbled in the dark forces of voodoo, clamoring for power. I hungered for it. I yearned for it. I pillaged, plundered, and killed for it.
I can attest to all of this.
And it was my accumulated voodoo that infected you all. Dark, evil voodoo that was explosively released when I was once again defeated by the perpetually heroic Guybrush Threepwood.
He's not kidding. I've killed him like 5 times.
So you see, Guybrush Threepwood is not the source of this pox. I am. And I hereby throw myself upon the mercy of this court, or lack thereof.
Off with your head!
But wait, there's more. It
But
turns
wait,
out I had an
there's
unknown
more.
silent power urging me down those darkened voodoo corridors. A power far more insidious than I could ever hope to be. I submit to the court this journal, property of the... Quiet up there! The Voodoo Lady.
Ooh, that creepy lady who lives in the shack?
What the what?
In these pages, you will find detailed plans laid out by the Voodoo Lady over the course of many years to manipulate my never-ending rise to power. My hunger for voodoo, my seemingly endless cycle of ironically comical death and disturbing resurrection. My obsession with the darling Elaine. It's all because of her.
Off with her head!
To the jungle beast!
It can't be true. Can it?
Order! Order! I hereby call for the release of Guybrush Threepwood and the immediate imprisonment of LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady! To the brig with both of them!
I've had it up to me eye patch with all this land-loving lollygagging. I'm off to plunder me some treasure.
Don't worry about me, my friend. Go cure your wife.
Alright, let's figure this out.
Well, finally free, but now my pox-crazed wife is nowhere to be found. A mad scientist is hunting her for who knows what reason, and the legendary voodoo sponge that was supposed to cure her has turned out to be useless. Under normal circumstances, I'd ask the voodoo lady for help, but she's sitting in the jail cell next to my archenemy, who may or may not be my best friend, after it's been revealed that she's been the secret power behind most of my travails over most of my life as a pirate. Maybe I should have been a beekeeper like my Uncle Sid.
It's it's a good explanation of the narrative.
Hey, you!
Hello, Threepwood.
You sent me on a wild albatross chase for La Esponja Grande and promised me it would cure the pox. But after fending off sexually ambiguous merpeople, a giant manatee, and your crazy ex-boyfriend, what do I get for my trouble? This sorry excuse for a kitchen sponge.
La Esponja.
Ah, I noticed you strategically left out the Grande from this worthless piece of junk. Once it cured my piddly leftover pox, it didn't have enough mojo left to cure Elaine.
It's not worthless. It is merely young. It must be brought to maturity in order to reach its voodoo-absorbing potential.
Brought to maturity? How am I supposed to do that? Give it a talk about the sponge birds and sponge bees?
And the
Like
sponge
all
bobs.
infants, La Esponja needs nourishment. It must be fed 6 special voodoo courses to bring it to adult size.
What sort of meal is that?
A feast for the senses. The menu, Threepwood. Take it, and serve the sponge a meal unlike any other.
And then?
It will grow.
Hey, neat. There's a map of the Flotsam Jungle on the cover. No more listening to bees and birds and boars for this mighty pirate.
We got folds. Here we are. Feast for the senses. A voodoo feast in 6 courses guaranteed to embiggen the smallest beastie. First course, put a napkin, that's a sight, a garish cloth grotesquely bright. Second course, antipasta jungle meat, gives off a smell like stinky feet. Before the main course, cleanse your palate with taste that hits you like a mallet. The main course will cause quite a flap. To find the 6th sense, use your map. Now engorged a small dessert, a touch so shocking it might hurt. Your meal finished, let out a cheer, or belch so loud that all can hear. The narrator from SpongeBob is absolutely from Flotsam Island, yes. Alright.
I better
Wow.
fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
LeChuck!
Guybrush!
I would have bet my good hand I'd never say this, but thank you
For what? I've caused you nothing but despair.
for taking the fall back there, and for exposing the voodoo lady. I don't know what to make of any of it, but now I can focus on saving Elaine and dealing with the pox.
It is the very least I could do. But be careful, Guybrush.
I'm always careful.
This from the guy who proposed to his wife with the cursed engagement ring you stole from my hold.
Is that a dig? Is the evil demon pirate LeChuck developing a sense of humor? This is weird. I risked life, limb, and manatee to get La Esponja Grande, and it's a puny, worthless lump.
What?
Soak up the gargantuan wonder that is La Esponja Grande.
That is La Esponja Grande? But wasn't it supposed to hold infinite amounts of voodoo?
I know. What a crock.
The size of the sponge is meaningless. It is what you do with it that matters.
Oh, yeah? Well, you fight like a...
Sit tight, buddy. Once I save Elaine, you're next.
Don't worry about me.
Alright, let's start collecting this voodoo feast.
What was that? Huh. Something sure shoved a short sword up his aft sail.
right. Well, first place to look for these things, you know, creepy voodoo things, is gonna be in the creepy shack that the voodoo lady lives in.
What in the name of Bluebeard's hair dye?
Hey, no poaching. I have called dibs.
I think I may be lost. Shouldn't there be a creepy voodoo shack right about there?
There was, until they came to arrest that pox-spreading voodoo lady.
What happened?
First came the flames. Poor Senor Nipperkin went up like St. Elmo's fire. Then she emerged from the conflagration, mumbling ancient curses with every regal step. I never forget the baleful stare she fixed me with as she was left well. A look condemning me to a lifetime of suffering, shame, and regret.
Spooky.
And if that wasn't bad enough, I haven't found one bit of cool voodoo stuff in the wreckage. Come on!
Mob justice can be so unfair. Looks like the light of the shack's embers has attracted a swarm of jungle moths. That probably explains what happened to the voodoo lady's rug.
Ooh, that's a hint. Let's get these moths to come with us, shall we?
Whoa! Uh-oh. Looks like these finicky moths won't eat a jacket that's encrusted with bacon grease, fish water, and manatee guts. Lucky me.
Just stick the moths in your pocket. Good job. And back to town. Now what's something that's going to fuck with your sense of sight? What's something we've seen that will mess with your eyes? Preferably made of something moths will eat.
Alright, little fellas, check out these high-def duds. Well, that's just great. The lamp's dead. Well, at least Stan's sign is keeping the moths from returning to the jungle.
Well, we tried.
Stan!
Threepwood! No hard feelings over all those various civil and criminal charges?
Water under the bridge.
Great.
A bridge with a fast-talking shyster/salesman dangling from it.
Oh, of course. I mean, sweetie, how else would they carry all of these useful MacGuffins?
What kind of souvenirs could you possibly be making out of the voodoo lady and LeChuck?
Oh, ye of little faith. Feast your eyes on the all-new People vs. LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady collection.
What's that one?
That's our Cursed Cutlass of Cthulhu LeChuck doll. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
Uh-huh.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks. Hey now, what's this? A fuzzy flying fan club? Ah! Hey, knock it off, you nutty nibblers! That hurts! Sweet fancy Moses! No! Ow! 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 Ouch!
That went well.
Well, that was one heck of an experience, eh, Threepwood? It's a good thing old Stan always keeps a few spare jackets in the back office, or I'd be defending my clients in the All Together. Say, that's not a bad idea. Stan S. Stanman, naked attorney at law. You've got nothing to hide, and neither does he. No time to chat, Threepwood. I've got business cards to print.
Alright, we've got the first course.
Sweet.
Alright, now the second course. I like that we're learning names today. Stan S. Stanman.
Guess they decided to put the rug inside after it was clean.
No. Cthulhu is the name of the god who, or the voodoo person or whatever who created the cursed cutlass of Cthulhu. Which is that figure's special thingy. Special feature. There we go. Okay, where's this? There it is. Knew it was around there. Ah, it was knocked off the chandelier during the
Just what I
fight.
always wanted. An ant-infested sack of sugar.
But Stan S. Stanman, we definitely got. What is that? Oh, it's not interactable is what it is. Alright, so with this sugar, we know Desange isn't at his lab. So I'm sure we got something we can do there. Pop on in.
What the? Morgan!
Oh dear.
What happened?
Went to get your hand.
You didn't have to do that.
Had to pay you back for all the trouble. Found Jacques. He told me.
What?
He told me.
What? What did the monkey tell you?
She tried to put things right and got stabbed for it. Yeah, folks, she's really dead.
Desange.
Now it's officially a Telltale game.
This must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and Desange. I hope the Vole escaped. It's broken. It'd take a 7-year correspondence course in mad sciencing before I'd even have a hope of fixing that thing. Darn, no more bananas. Curse you, banana god.
Like, weirdly, he's still got a bit of a sense of humor.
It looks like Desange is using my hand to make something called the Jus de Vie. Did Desange murder you too?
So over under on evil demon zombie ghost pirate LaFleur. Say odds are
It's
good.
locked. It's locked.
Flimsily locked door. Fixed. At this point,
Oh,
locks are
no.
just a joke.
This is where the Marquis keeps all the severed limbs of the pirates he's operated on. Hey, you never know when a sack of severed legs is gonna come in handy. Or footy, as the case may be. Sorry. It's a sack full of severed legs. Ugh. Did Desange murder you too? Singe will pay for this.
I mean, this isn't the first Monkey Island game where Guybrush has wound up with severed body parts in his possession, but it's certainly the one where he's been the most casual about it. Trying to avoid breathing into the mic. It's kind of awkward while keeping it close to my mouth while keeping it close enough to my mouth so you can hear it. Alright, that might do. Door to disturbing room. Yep. Alright, well now we're supposed to make our way to the jungle and follow the map to find the second course. So let's take a look at that map. Alright. Where do we start? Where's the jungle entrance? There it is. I guess west and then north?
18, 19,
Oh shit.
20, and X marks the... Grr. When I get me hands on that plaid-coated scallywag, I'm gonna rip off his waving arms and beat him to a briny pulp with them. What are you looking at?
The secret to eternal life.
Le spectre de Grand César!
Great Caesar's ghost.
Doesn't look like Elaine's in any immediate danger. Hopefully she won't commit any unforgivable atrocities before I finish enlarging my pox-curing sponge.
Ah, and there's the skull on the map. Which means if we go north, here's the well. Now let's dump the sugar down the well. Now we got fireflies.
Jungle fireflies, nature's little spotlights.
All right. Now we need. Now I've got.
The fireflies are attracted to the sugar water on the leg. Fascinating. And just a little nauseating.
I've skipped some of the steps to figure out how to do this. In case you are wondering. Because I don't want this
I don't know
to
about
go
mythical
on.
jungle beasts, but I always prefer my ritual sacrifices to be slathered in sugar water.
I don't want this all to go on for too long. Let's see, we need to get to the altar, which is south or west, then east. Here we are. If this was your immediate go-to solution, you were gonna have some questions.
I don't know about mythical jungle beasts, but I always prefer my ritual sacrifices to be slathered in sugar water.
There's some steps that give you the hints as to how to do this that I'm skipping over, having done it before.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Now we're gonna have to follow the trail of fireflies back to the jungle beast.
At last, I've lost that she-devil.
Oh dear.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Serves him right, though. Still, I'd better finish feeding the sponge before Elaine hurts someone I actually care about.
North? Yeah, here we go. It's the classic adventure game thing, right? Everything makes sense in context, but you're looking at a walkthrough, it's all. Take the soap behind your gravestone for later. Throw the crab at the cowboy ghost.
That's weird. This whole idol is under one of Crimp Digit's unbreakable glass bottles. It looks like the old Vacalian wind control device has been set to suck again. But what's that tubing around its fingers all about?
There we go.
Mighty
Firefly
pirate
illuminated
tracks
hidden
his prey
trail.
via his distinctive firefly attracting spoor. That's
hi.
the legendary jungle beast of Flotsam Island? Oh, look at that. The poor hideous flesh-eating plant has a smelly, rotting lion's paw caught in its teeth. Thorns. Hold still, little buddy. I'll get that nasty old hunk of meat out for... Yikes!
Oops. Well, he likes legs. I do have a broken leg-shaped
Here,
lamp.
boy! Ooh, that looks uncomfortable. But at least he's not snapping at me anymore.
It is kind of cute.
Don't worry, you freakish little abomination. Dr. Guybrush will make it all better. Gotcha! Eesh, you! That is by far the foulest thing I've ever smelled in all my years of pirating. And that's coming from a guy who's just spent a few days inside a giant manatee.
Alright, that's 2 courses. Now the next course is something delicious. Right, I can just pop out the jungle. Go to the dock. Now I remember that sign earlier that said coming soon.
Are you pirate enough to take the Fugu Jalokia challenge? Fugu Jalokia. Seems pretty harmless. Hey, WP. Tell me about this Fugu Jalokia challenge.
Ah, a connoisseur of peculiar culinary delights, are we?
Yes?
Then you surely have heard of the Fugu Jalokia, the hottest pepper in this world or the next.
Oh, that Fugu Jalokia.
I acquired that specimen of the Fugu pepper many years ago from a 3-legged bandit named Ort, winning it from him when I was able to place me tongue on the pepper for 10 entire seconds.
How eccentric.
Since that tongue-destroying day, I vowed to pass on the pepper to the first pirate who can successfully put his tongue on the Fugu Jalokia for 11 seconds.
Well, let's give it a shot, shall we?
Okay, Pepper, prepare to meet your master.
Didn't go so well.
Okay? Mental note. The Fugu Jolokia is hot to the touch, too.
Yes. This is, essentially the killer ghost pepper.
Ouch!
Oh, well, that was a hint for a later one. Alright, let's find some way to perhaps coat or numb our tongue. Now, what kind of person would have something that could do that? Aw, do you mean when you got blares in your eye, sweetie?
What the... What happened to Morgan's body? This must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and DeSinge. Refreshing.
Yes,
Refreshing.
I mean about the time I got blares in my eye. Display cabinet. There's a curious helmet.
Auto trepanation helmet.
Push some buttons.
Ow! What? My thumb!
Well. I guess now we'll just get out of here. And while we have this numb tongue... The Marquis of Blood.
God, Fugu Jolokia. Seems pretty harmless.
Alright, we gotta make sure that that's raised first, and
Hey, WP.
then get our tongue numbed.
I'd like to take the Fugu Jolokia challenge.
Whenever you're ready, lad.
Alright, now we run back.
Ouch!
Yeah, don't look up trepanation. Unless you're real curious and have an empty stomach. Definitely don't do Google image
Doctor
search.
is out of his freaking mind, maybe.
Yes, do not. 1 out of 5 stars. 1 out of 5 would not trepanate.
Ow! What? My thumb!
Over this way. Numb tongue and all.
God, no way am I picking up that pepper with my bare hands again.
Oh, crap. That's right. You're supposed to use your hook. Darn it. Gotta run all the way back again.
Ouch!
All right, we got it this time. We got it this time. It's all good. It's all good. It's just another minute. It's a minute thing. Let's try these other buttons too. Well, that's because that carpet has been cleaned, so the static is getting me.
Ow! Whoa! Help? Ow! Ah! I'm blind! Phew.
Fortunately, the effects are short-lived.
Ow! What the?
All right. I figured we were back here for a third time.
What? My thumb!
Might as well. Might as well at least check those so y'all can see them. I never thought they were particularly hilarious. But once you're forced to go back to them that many times, you know, you might as well. Might as well explore, exactly. Now don't accidentally click on the wrong things or he'll shake out his tongue again. Alright, hook. Hook. Pepper. Pepper, hook. Still hurts.
Well, bust my balustrades. Well done, Captain Threepwood. You've conquered the Fugu Jalokia and have won the right to keep it as your own.
I love a clean living and a healthy Probably got permanent glossal damage, but it was totally worth it to get my hook on that pepper.
Alrighty. That's the third course.
Ouch!
Now the main course.
Well, that's odd.
There we go.
It's like a whole new map now.
Now we've got a whole new map now. And yes, that does forcefully rearrange the jungle. Little known fact, the last challenge grants you ownership of the island itself. Alright. Let's look at our new map. Alright, let's get to the red idol. Means west. No. North. That is a long walk no matter what way you go. Red. Gotta go to the yellow idol, which means go north, east, east, south, north. Alright. North. East. East. There's the purple one. South. And north. Here we are. Now we rearrange the jungle. That's a bullshit challenge. This island sucks. I am not gonna argue with that. Now, what's to the west? Ooh, it's a treasure.
It's the mysterious chest of foreshadowing from the Voodoo Lady's shack. Who knows what sort of useful voodoo bric-a-brac lurk in its locked timbers? And more importantly, how am I going to unlock it to find out?
I have an idea.
Let's see, what do I have now that I didn't have the last time I tried to open this chest? Ow! Stupid hook! Oh, it can't be that easy.
Like I said, locks are basically just a running joke in this game.
The Voodoo Lady's tarot cards? That's it? I bent the fabric of reality for a stupid fortune teller's trick? Okay, that's a pretty good trick.
Alright, well, let's feed these courses to the sponge while we're here. Okay, our first course, jacket shreds.
You know, when I dreamed of becoming a mighty pirate, I never imagined that one day I'd be tying eye-popping napkins around the non-existent necks of mystical sponges.
Oh, which one was the second course? Scent. Ah.
I better fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
A
Come on,
voodoo
little
wizard
sponge.
did it.
Eat the nice smelly antipasta. That's a good sponge.
The lock controlled a breakaway chest, exactly. A voodoo wizard did it. Alright, course 4 is the
Good thing
pepper.
the sponge doesn't have a tongue, or I'd be dunking it in the ocean right about now.
And tarot cards are the fourth course.
Hopefully these flakes of the future will give La Esponja a sixth sense that'll help keep me from getting into situations like this.
Now we need to find the fifth course. Now we gotta figure out how to make that static shock, that static charge stronger, right? Now how do you make a static charge stronger? There we go. No, for real though, how do you make a static charge stronger? More balloons, pretty close.
Whoa. I wonder if La Esponja Grande can sense the future now. La Sponja Grande is only good for soaking up voodoo, like the pox.
Well, we walk around on the carpet. Walk out. Fall downstairs.
Whoa, tingly. Oh hey, what's this? Ah, so that was the shocking dessert.
And now the final course.
Ouch! Alright, Senor Esponja Not So Grande. That's 5 senses down and 1 to go. Now, where can I find a really big sound for an after-dinner belch?
Oh, of course.
Well, there's only one thing on Flotsam Island that can make a noise like that.
Final puzzle.
Où est les forêts pour moi? Où est qu'on connecte moi? I will forever, immortalité.
Face me like a man, you snuff-sniffing land licker!
You heard the lady Desinge.
Guybrush, get out of here and find your own treasure! This one's mine!
Ah, the happy Threepwood pirate clan. Whatever shall I do now? Oh, I know.
Oh, clam dip.
I can't believe I ever married a dullard like you.
You know, once I cure you of the pox that's making you say all these mean things, you're gonna owe me a lot of smoochies.
I wouldn't smooch you with his lips, cabin boy.
I hate to break up this portrait of domestic bliss, but I've got some last-minute adjustments to make to my machinery before preparing the charming Madame Threepwood for her journey into scientific history.
Don't worry, Buttercup. Once I get La Sponja Grande into that noisy doohickey, our troubles will be over.
Yes, well, please try to keep it down, no?
At least I hope so.
Better just toss it in, right?
What's this? An airborne peripheral?
Oh
hey,
no.
Give that back!
And risk tainting my moment of triumph with your tedious voodoo falderal? I don't think so.
Moment of triumph?
Oui, using my harpsichronoton, I have discovered the unique harmonic frequency that allows me to pulverize matter into a fine powder and spread it across the seas. Observe!
Better question is, what is this pyrite parrot?
Why need pirate? It's me! First of all, thanks. That thing was really starting to scrape my scab. Second, you're crazy if you think you're gonna get me in there. Okay, crazier.
You? I don't want you. It's your wife's molecules I need to smear across the seas.
I'd like to see you try, you wuss.
Why her?
Because of her pox, you dolt. She's got the same unique strain of the pox that you once had. The same one that was flowing through your amazing hand. The same one that I've distilled into my amazing jus de vie.
Lefty!
Unfortunately, a single hand can only provide enough of this Threepwood strain to produce a few meager drams of my jus de vie. Even if I were to drain your beloved to the bone, I would only gain a few piddling firkins of the juice.
I'll give you some piddling firkins!
No. If I want a perpetual strain of the jus de vie, every pirate in the world must be exposed to the Threepwood strain. Now, Madame Threepwood, if you'll hold still for a moment, I'll try to make this as painless as possible.
How nice. But I won't.
Behold the power of the jus de vie!
Well.
Hey, Elaine.
What?
My hand is Desinge's only source of jus de vie. If you cut it off his turban, he'll be a lot easier to kill.
What do you think I've been trying to do, you balmy half-wit?
While you're flailing away at Desinge, do you think you could knock that sponge out of my severed hand?
The only place this sword is going is through this snuff sniffer's gizzard. Rawr!
Hang in there, sweetie.
Less talking, more eviscerating, sweetie.
Stab him again just to be sure.
Hey, to cringe.
What?
Taste the adventure.
Right in the eye. Wow. That did something.
Hey, the monkey.
What?
You'll never get past my wife's sword, you know. I once saw her hold off a horde of angry Rotarians with nothing more than a penknife and a feather duster.
Impressive. But unless they were invulnerable Rotarians fueled by my incredible jus de vie, there's really no comparison. Soon she will tire, and her box will be mine to spread across the four corners of the earth.
I'll spread you to the four corners. Oh!
Alright, gotta get something stuck in that wheel.
Hey, it's the moths. I bet they're still punch-drunk off of Stan's funky fashions.
Can I...
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
No, huh?
The Singe is gonna use that contraption to pulverize my sweet patootie. Hey, to sing-song.
What?
You look like you've got your hands, handful. Why don't you let me hold on to that sponge for a minute?
What sort of idiot do you take me for? Threepwood?
Is that a trick question? Once you're done pulverizing my wife, any chance I could get my hands on some of that jus de vie? Nothing personal, honey. It's just that you look kind of done for, and invulnerability could come in really handy in my line of work.
I'll show you who's done for. Oh!
Need to get it stuck in there better somehow. Well, there's some water here. Dumping sugar in that seemed to work before.
Oh, what the heck. Sweet.
Fireflies.
Ah, shiny.
I wonder why they're called fireflies anyway. It's not like they're on fire.
Ooh.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Alright. That was wrong.
Something that tasty should be fed to something or someone that really appreciates it.
Ah, here we go. Here we go. Get this in his eye. He'll dunk his head in the bucket.
Boo.
What? No.
Fireflies will be on his head.
What in the world? Oh, shoot!
Get Elaine to
the
turn
monkey.
off the device.
Once you're done Nothing personal, honey.
I'll show you who's done for.
There we go.
What now? My cabin! No! Shoo! Oh, get away from me, you nasty little pests!
No! What's the matter with him?
Without my hand to supply him with more jus de vie, all those wounds you've been inflicting are starting to catch up with him.
Get back here, you naughty little hand! I have you now, my pretty.
Nice one, Hand. Care to help me with these locks?
It does make
Guess
sense
that
in
was a little too
context,
much to
though.
ask. At least I've got the sponge back, though.
Alright. No pyrite parrot in the way this time. Well, let's talk to Elaine first.
Don't worry, Angel Face. Everything will be okay once I toss Fly Sponge Grande into that noisy ancient doohickey.
Then stop your yakking and get on with it, you gibbering jellyfish!
That's the mast. Two points.
Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Whoa! Now that's an Esponja Grande. But how will I use it to cure... Oh, right, the wind!
Voodoo suck.
Hold on!
Guybrush?
Elaine, are you all right?
I think so. But how did I get here, and why does my mouth taste like coleslaw?
It's a long story. I'll tell you all about it once we figure out how to get out of these stupid clamshells.
Leave everything to me, my friends.
Hey, LeChuck. What great timing.
LeChuck, my new best pal. How'd you get out of jail?
Oh, the guard was more than happy to release me once I convinced him that it was the only way to win Elaine's hand in unholy matrimony.
Wait, unholy what?
Unholy this!
Guybrush!
Elaine?
Guybrush!
LeChuck! Ah, this name shouting is jolly good fun.
Is that you, Mother? I washed my hands.
Knew it all along. With or without all that voodoo, you're still nothing but an evil sack of scum.
Correction, my sweet. I'm an evil sack of scum who's about to plunder the grandest treasure in all creation. But I'd be willing to share my booty if you catch me drift.
What?
Oh, come now, my love. You can't deny what we've shared these past few weeks. The chummy camaraderie, the kind words, the stolen glances. I know you've developed feelings for me. Join me as my demon bride, and together we'll lay a bloody siege to the very heart of voodoo itself.
Go to hell, LeChuck.
Well, you can't say I didn't try. Looks like we'll be doing this with all that voodoo.
You can take the man out of the voodoo, but you can't take the voodoo out of the man. Or something
Elaine?
like that.
Do me a favor.
Ah, that be the stuff.
Anything.
Kick his two-faced butt for me.
From Melee to Monkey and all the islands in between, my love.
Aren't you dead yet? I've got wedding plans to make. Out of respect for the newly deceased, I feel I should point out that you wave your sword like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a pox-infected undead cow.
Oh yeah. To be continued in Chapter 5, Rise of the Pirate God. What makes you think Morgan survived? Maybe someone took her body. Yeah, that cliffhanger there. Shut up, she's fine. That cliffhanger there still gives me chills. You have it on good authority, huh? Did Ron Gilbert tell you? That's been Monkey Island, Tales of Monkey Island Chapter 4, the trial and execution of Guybrush Threepwood. We're going to stick around for a few more minutes in case there's a post-credits scene. Legit, though, that was well done. Yeah, right? Telltale's got some really talented writers, and they got some real talented actors for this one. Am not. My source is, if she's not fine, I'm hunting down LucasArts myself. It's very reliable. Sounds like a good source to me. Murder threats, yes, always the correct solution. Now, for everyone in the chat who's coming in the last little while, thank you. And for everyone who's been here the whole time, I appreciate having you. And we're going to do the last chapter on Friday, probably about the same time. So 8 or 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So I hope you'll come back for that. Upon further reflection, there may be a reason I like this character so much. Demon LeChuck, Earl Bone. Oh, good old Dominic Armato. He's been doing the voices since Monkey Island 3. He even went back and revoiced the first two for some re-releases. Hit follow, yeah. You can see when we're going live. No, that'll help us out a ton. That's if you want to, mind you. I don't wanna force nobody. But you can see everyone's schedules below if you're on the web page, and see what everyone on the channel is streaming. That's me, my 4 sisters, and my lovely wife, who's in the chat right now, is AKA Hailing. We got tons of stuff, and all of us are very entertaining. I'm like the least entertaining of us, so you know the others are good. Right, we're at the special thanks now. Once again, thanking David for a clean workplace. He must be a wicked cool janitor. Celebrity Cribs in PUBG, Lord of the Dance in Dark Souls, it's just amazing. Yeah, we also got Alice doing Lego City Undercover. We got Annie starting on Dragon's Dogma soon, I hope, if I can nudge her to start streaming again. It's gonna be... voice caught in my throat. It's gonna be great. All of it's gonna be great. No post-credits scene. Alright, well that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for joining us, and well, I've already said my piece on everything else, so I guess just take care of yourselves and we'll see you on Friday. Well, we'll see you tomorrow too. I'm not sure who's doing what tomorrow, but we'll have it posted on Mastodon if you want to follow us there. Do what? Alright, it sounds like my wife has volunteered to do Saints Row 3 tomorrow night, which is always awesome. I do the DJing. We gotta use public domain music and Creative Commons music because there's a lot of licensed music in that game. And it's always a lot of fun. So at the very least, you're gonna see Christy tomorrow evening doing Saints Row 3. And anyone else going live? Anyone else I can send people over to? No, not gonna do it tonight. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just let the auto host come up if anyone's online, alright? Most likely tomorrow night? Alright then. Like I said, everyone take care of yourselves. It's been a blast. We'll see you next time.